Okay.
Okay. Today I'm going to talk to you about a seminar on the book called The Difference Maker. It's by John C. Maxwell, borrowed it from a friend. It has 8 chapters. The chapter I'm going to discuss is a chapter on fear. We're going to relate it to the business world and business, kind of how fear ties into business. First of all, a couple just kind of general statements. Obviously, we know fear. Everybody has a fear. Fear paralyzes everybody in different ways, different shapes and forms. The statistic is 1 in 6 people in the United States have some kind of fear, whether it's a fear of snakes or fear of flying or fear of heights. It can range anywhere from very minute to huge fears. Some of the common ones are finances, health, career, parenting, and relationships. Finances is the highest one in that category. It takes 28% of the people in this country are worried about their finances in some way, shape, or form. And it goes on down the list. Health is at 19%. The career path, people who are already in their careers, kind of different areas, different routes they want to go in their careers, comes in at 16%. Parents and making sure their children grow up with proper values, proper morals, and how to discipline, how to raise their kids comes in 4th at 17%. And then relationships, which you would think would be a bigger one than it actually is, but it comes in at actually 7%. You would think that seeing people and how they interact with other people, meeting people for the first time, or having a relationship, or even a marriage with somebody, the problems we see in this country, you would think it'd be more than 7%, but it's actually kind of a ways down there. Some of the causes that fear has in people, or the effects that it has on people, is immobility. It can cause somebody to be, like I said earlier, paralyzed, not able to make a decision, to do an action. When this creeps into the business world, it can hinder your ability to either, if you're trying to make a deal or start a deal, to go ahead and get that started, or if you're even trying to come up with a business on your own. If you want to try to start up a business, start up a workout studio, a bike shop, it can hinder your ability to even come up with the idea and how to run it, and how to organize the levels of management. Another one is when fear makes you have no action. It takes you, and all you want to do is kind of have the feeling of just sitting still. Your mind kind of shuts down and goes blank, and you kind of lose all your creativity. It can keep you from any kind of, same thing as the one above, the immobility. It can keep you from making any kind of business deal, or sealing the deal on a business deal, which is really what it comes down to, more than actually making the deal. Another one, anxiety. And the anxiety part can creep into any part of your life. It can creep into the business part, the family part, relationships, health, financing. It affects everybody differently. It can affect one person's general health very adversely. Some people have to work out a lot to stay in control of their anxiety. Some people like to sit on the beach. Some people like to go to work, and that kind of cures their anxiety. So that has a lot of different effects. And the final one is fear breeds fear. The more fearful you are, the more fear is going to come out of you or come out of that situation. The best kind of generalized scenario to combat fear is whatever your fear is, do the positive opposite of it. So if your fear is to not go up and talk to somebody out in a crowd of people, the advice you would get from somebody would be just go up and do it. And whatever happens, at least you're coming out of a situation where you're going against your fear, which eventually, over a period of time, may take months, may take days, may take years, but you'll get over that fear, and it'll lose your grip on you. The fear will lose your grip on you. Most fears are unfounded. We think that a lot of things are a lot worse than they actually are. Whether it's trying something the first time or going into a certain scenario that maybe you've even been in that scenario for hundreds of times in your life, but just in your mind it's built up bigger than it actually is. So once we get in a situation and once we get through a situation, a lot of times we'll be able to look back and see that the fear was unfounded, that it wasn't actually that big of a deal. So Fear affects everybody. It affects business. It affects your personal life. It affects relationships, and it affects everybody differently. It affects everybody, multiple areas, or it can just affect one huge area of life. So.